That is just a small sample, really, of what we are in store for. Anything goes. I want to say thank you for that, Christopher Aronson.
Prioritize life over profit. Reject GNP.
He's still going. He's still going. He's feeling it. He's feeling it.
And coherence, personal well-being, and other life-defining criteria.
All right, I've got to. Let's find out a little bit more about Fringe Manila. With us is executive producer Brett McCallum and festival director Andre Nicolai Pamintuan. All right, I really want to give it up to Christopher Aronson there for just a small sampling of what we're in store for. Anything goes, really, in the Fringe Festival. I think that's what it's all about. You know, I didn't mean to interrupt the performance there, but really give us a broad overview of what Fringe is all about.
Basically, Fringe Manila is a multi-arts festival, and it's an open access festival where emerging artists and local artists and international artists can take their work at any level of their artistic development and showcase it for an audience.
Right, okay. I mean, Fringe, it's kind of a great history. You know, I'm hardly an expert, but in my understanding, I mean, we're talking about as early as the 1940s, 1950s.
1947.
There you go.
So the oldest one started in Edinburgh in Scotland. And it was a reaction of artists, that local artists who wanted to participate in an international festival and were denied the opportunity.
Okay.
And so it just grew from there, and then suddenly other cities came on board, and now there's over 200 around the world.
Right.
And finally, here in Manila.
Okay, I mean, but you know, what differentiates you know, a Fringe festival from all the other sort of art festivals out there?
Well, I think particularly Fringe Manila, we really wanted it to be accessible to a lot of audiences. So ticket prices are you know, range from 80 pesos. You know, it can go up to 1,000. But we wanted people to really get to experience art, and for the artists. When we say that it's open access, it's a non-curated festival.
Right, okay.
There are no auditions, there are no criteria,
Right.
there are no themes. Anyone can participate as long as they feel that, you know, they have something to say.
To say, something to share. I like the way you put it there. I mean, you can showcase your art and share your art at any stage of development that it's in, you know.
And I think that's an exciting part of Fringe as well, is the opportunity of having emerging artists sitting alongside established companies, all together in one program, all sitting equally, and that's where you really can hopefully excite audiences to step outside their comfort zones, to take some risks, and to look at, I guess, events that they normally might go to see, and then turn the page and see something else that they never thought was even available or happening in Manila.
Right. Okay. It's a little. I'm trying to wrap my brain around it, but the idea of a non-curated art. You know, exhibit or non-curated art festival, it's a little bit difficult to wrap your brain around. I mean, it really means that, you know, it's open channel. Anything does go.
And it's really up to the artist as well. You know, we're not here to tell them what to do, and at the same time, we're not here to tell the audience what to see.
Right.
It's really empowering the artists and telling them that here's an opportunity to showcase your work.
Right.
And to have it be available out there and get critiques and get reviews for it.
Right. It sounds like it's such a broad spectrum of art, you know, from visual art, performing art, singing, dancing, you know, any, like I said, you know, of various fields. How do you know what you're in for when you do come to experience the art?
You don't. And that's part of the excitement, is there's so much in the program, and that's what we want people to explore. There is dance, there is comedy, there is theatre, but there are going to be pop-up events across those boundaries. It's about getting artists working together and coming up with new ideas and new concepts to excite audiences. So.
Right. Is it obviously? I mean, you've decided to bring it here to Manila. You know, is the timing right? Are people ready for something as different as a Fringe festival here in the Philippines?
Yeah, I mean, I feel that timing is right. I mean, we have artists like Chris Aronson, and we have so many artists out there that are, I guess, on the fringe, if you will. They're not in the mainstream. I mean, we do have a vibrant theater scene, a musical theater scene here, but there are a lot of artists out there that need a platform, that need a stage for them to be able to showcase the diversity of work that is here in the Philippines.
Okay, I mean, this is the first time, the first year that we're going to have a legitimate Fringe festival here in Manila. It's ongoing. We've had the first weekend.
Yep. So that's why we might look a little bit tired. It's been the first weekend. It's been a really exciting weekend as well.
Tell us all about it. How was it received by people?
I mean, it's been great. I mean, we have a few you know, important partners, cultural partners. One of them is the De La Salle College of St. Benilde School of Design and Arts, and they've been amazing in terms of providing spaces for a lot of the emerging artists. The Cultural Center of the Philippines has hosted a lot of our artists, and we also have the NCCA Gallery. We're actually opening an exhibit tonight with 3 international artists. So, and it's a lot of things that we got support from a lot of people.
Right. Okay. I mean, you both had the opportunity to be part of many other Fringe festivals, as they've been organized all over the place. How would you compare, if it's fair to do that? Obviously, one festival is different, and even one corner of a festival is different to another within the same festival. How does it compare setting it up here in the Philippines versus Fringe festivals, which are a little more established maybe in other countries where you've done?
It's exactly that, and one of the challenges for us has been it's a new brand, it's a new type of festival, especially the non-curated aspect.
Right.
So we've gone through a long process of speaking with artists, speaking with venues about how to engage them and what it means to be a part of Fringe. So that's been one of the challenges because people don't know, are not familiar with the concept.
Yeah.
But really, that aside, the challenge is universal. It's still about how can we do the best for the artists who operate and exist here in Manila and around the Philippines, and try and provide opportunities to showcase them internationally, but also to different audiences within Manila.
Right. Well, as people who come to experience the art, to engage the art, what should we do to bring out the best? We've got a role to play here, obviously. People who come to experience the festival. How do we approach a festival like this? What should we do to make the most and really experience it the way that it's meant to be experienced?
I think we can. For someone, we can start with what you're interested in.
Okay.
Like we said, we have a lot of genres represented. So if you're into theater, there's definitely going to be a lot of theater events. But if you look at our website, FringeMNL.com, you can then look at the different categories and different days. We have a few more. We have until March 1st. So there's going to be one day with packed shows, and you guys can check it out.
Okay, so if I want to bring my kids out, I can know that there are certain parts of the festival that are kid friendly, that are going to be appropriate for kids. There's
Absolutely.
something for everyone, really.
Yes.
I think that's the key. There is something in the program for everyone, but there's 100 unique journeys that each person can take, and it's really about. I emphasise planning.
Right.
There is 80, 90, I think we're up to nearly 100 events now.
Right.
And there's only 2 weeks left of the festival. So plan, because there's events, they clash, they're overlapping, there's things on at the same time.
Right.
So plan that journey through it, and I guess find a starting point, find something that you're interested in. We've got some wonderful events for the comic community, and Megan on Comics are doing an indie comics one-day workshop and showcase. But there's also comic events happening in film. We've got dance events. That sort of overlap. So it's just about finding those journeys.
Finding which one you really want to go and experience. How does the ticketing system work? Do you buy a festival pass? Do you buy a ticket per show? Obviously, it's meant to be as accessible as possible. And you said ticket prices. It's not going to be too big a strain. But how do you sort of plan? Like you said, plan your journey.
For some of the shows, their tickets are available at Ticket World.
Okay.
And some of the shows are available through the show representatives, and those names will be on their on the website.
Right.
But yeah, that's how they can access tickets.